This is Chapter 1, Entrepreneurship, and we're looking at entrepreneurial pathways. The first thing we're going to look at is what is entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurship is when a person assumes the risk of organizing and managing a business for the sake of potential rewards. Entrepreneurs start their own business and work for themselves and assume a large amount of risk. And they're usually an employee and an owner, so they work for the business. Entrepreneurs recognize opportunities to start businesses that other people may not have noticed. Also, entrepreneurs shift economic resources from an area of low productivity into an area of high productivity and create greater yield. And by doing this, they add value to scarce resources. Most entrepreneurs either are providing a product or a service. So a product is a tangible item that exists or is made by people. So an example of a product would be a boutique selling a shirt, and a service is intangible work that provides time, skills, or expertise in exchange for money. So a service, an example of a service would be providing when you go to Discount Tires and get your tires fixed, because that's something you can't do on your own, that's a service. Or when a plumber comes to your house and fixes a plumbing leak. So what is a small business? A small business is a company that has 0 to 500 full-time employees and annual sales less than 5 million. So examples of a small business would be a local restaurant or a boutique. But Walmart would not be considered a small business because it has more than 500 full-time employees and more than 5 million in sales. And its operations are very different from a small business. Now we're going to look at cost and benefit analysis. The benefits of being an entrepreneur are more than monetary. So financial rewards is one of the benefits, but those financial rewards may not occur until several years down the road, and you have to go through difficult times and have to put in a great deal of time and effort in the first few years. So a business should not be started based on just financial rewards. Other benefits to starting a business are independence for the owner, satisfaction of doing something on your own, increased self-esteem. Also, another benefit can be contribution to society, that you're helping your economy, that you can give back to your community and to the society because you own the company, you make the decisions. And some costs that an entrepreneur incurs are if the business fails, all the debt from that. Obstacles, they faced a ton of obstacles when starting a business. Loneliness from working so much, which puts strain on personal relationships. Financial insecurity, because you have to invest so much money and time before you start making money. And long hours and hard work. So before starting a business, a cost-benefit analysis needs to be done before making that decision. And it's the process of comparing cost and benefits in order to make a good decision. And it can be inaccurate without including the opportunity cost. And the opportunity cost is the cost of missing your next best investment. A business opportunity is an idea plus 4 characteristics. And an opportunity is based on what consumers need or want and are willing to buy sufficiently often at a high enough price to sustain the business. So if you don't have a product that someone's going to buy often and at a high enough price to sustain your business, it's not worth it. And so these 4 characteristics that go along with a business opportunity is it has to be attractive to customers. It has to work in your business environment. So wherever you're going to have it, think about your economy, the area of town, where are you going to have your location? Will your idea work within your business environment that you're going to be in? And it needs to be executed in the window of opportunity that exists. So the window of opportunity is the time available to get the idea to the market before it is needed or demand lessens or a competitor dominates it. So that's another important thing is, can you get this product here before someone else? And last is, do you have the resources and skills to create the business? So if you come up with this great idea, but you don't have the resources or money or skills to actually do it, that could be a hindrance to actually starting it. And not every idea is an opportunity. So after you have found the opportunity, you also need to develop a strategy. And a strategy is a plan for how an organization or individual plans to perform and outdo the competition. Now we're going to look at the 5 roots of opportunity in the marketplace. And this is where you want to identify and evaluate opportunities to start your own business. And the first root of opportunity is problems that your business can solve. So when you're thinking about starting a business, what is a problem that your business can solve? Next is, is there any changes in laws or situations or trends that could affect your business? So is there a new trend out there that's really popular that you could kind of ride the wave of with a new product that goes along with that trend? An example of a trend that I can think of offhand would be the Visco Girls and Hydro Flask with preteens. And next is inventions. Inventions of totally new products or services. And after that is competition. If you can find a way to beat the competition on price, location, quality, reputation, reliability, or speed, you can create a successful business with an existing product or service. And then last is technological advances. Scientists may invent new technology, but entrepreneurs figure out how to sell that technology. Now we're going to look at using a SWOT analysis to evaluate your business ideas. So a SWOT is strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Strengths are all of the capabilities and positive points that an entrepreneur has, from experience to contacts, and they're internal to the organization. Weaknesses are all of the negatives that entrepreneurs face, such as the lack of capital or training or failure to set up a workable accounting system, and these are internal to the organization. Opportunities are any positive external events or circumstances that can help the entrepreneur go ahead of the competition. And then threats are any external factor, event, or circumstance that can harm the business, such as competitors, legal issues, or a declining economy. So looking at some different paths to small business ownership, one is like we've talked about, starting your business from scratch, starting one on your own. Another option is buying an existing business, which is called acquisition. And this is when you purchase a business, and you can use due diligence to evaluate that business opportunity. Next, you can also secure a franchise. So that's a business that's already out there that they have a franchise or that has franchisees. And then last is licensed technology. And this is using someone else's invention or technology that you don't own and taking it to market. But you don't own the technology, and you just pay royalties to the person that does. Now we're going to look at the 7 rules of building a successful business. First is recognize an opportunity. So an example we're going to use is Russell Simmons. This example is in the book. He owns Def Jam Records, and he saw that rap was an untapped business opportunity. And so he recognized the opportunity of that. Then he evaluated it with a critical thinking. He promoted some rap concerts and observed consumers' reactions to rap. Then he built a team, so he hired capable people to help him. Then he wrote, next is to write, so he wrote a realistic business plan. Gathering resources is next, that would get investors, getting a loan, or using your own money. Then he established ownership or partnership. And then last, you have to create that wealth. So That's getting the money that you need. And when you create wealth, you have to be profitable. And profit is a sign that an entrepreneur has added value to the scarce resources he or she is using. And not making a profit is a sign that the entrepreneur is not using resources very well and is not adding value to them. And here are the key terms for this chapter. Those you'll want to go over for your quiz. And this is chapter 1.